In 1973, during the construction of Laurel Lake, I never understood why they moved the Poynter Cemetery, or Poynter Morgan as the locals called it. I set some waypoints based upon the Corps of Engineers map and went and looked at some potential spots.
This is Forestry Road 4013, which is gated. You can turn off the Craig's Creek Road onto 4013, drive out a little distance, and then come to a gate, and you got to walk the rest of the way. Sam Branch and Good Branch is on either side of me. It's just an old forestry road. Seems to get some use. Someone's actually cut this log to keep it cleared right here. Sort of out here in the middle of the forest, found a clearing area. This is sort of in the middle of the Sam Branch, Good Branch area. This is a highly suspect site. That's what could have been the old Poynter Cemetery location years ago. Not really sure, but there's one thing for sure, that I don't think Poynter was moved because of the holiday or any camping facilities, but possibly moved just because it was located in between two major tributary branches to Laurel River Lake, and possibly because the plans call for future expansion of camping facilities over into this area. But this is one of my suspect locations for the old Poynter Cemetery. The relocation of the Poynter Cemetery has always perplexed me ever since I've discovered what the location was. But it's definitely in the area somewhere between Sam Branch and Good Branch. None of it is close to the water, but in between two pretty good tributaries, it's just really hard to know why this particular cemetery got moved. Pretty walk to get back into this country, and obviously it's an old forestry road, probably an old logging road, and maybe at one time was an old Poynter Cemetery road. Another suspected location is this area. The little rise embankment that goes around this lot is just sort of reeks of a rise area where a cemetery might have once been. This is another area. There's no major tree growth in here. Sort of looking around for some sinkhole indentation. A lot of debris. Over 49 years since these cemeteries were moved. Poynter was moved in 73 as well as the others. But the little fall off the bank all the way around through here sort of looks like a cemetery seat at one time, but who knows the real location. I've been unable to obtain the exact GPS locations for the old cemeteries. It's another fairly cleared out area, no large growth in here. Certainly no 50-year growth in here. Another possibility of a location. I set a couple of waypoints based upon the Corps of Engineers report of where Poynter was. And it could be literally anywhere, but it's very, very likely that it was adjacent to this road. Which is just right over to the right. This area is probably my biggest suspect area. It's about where I had my waypoint, but it drops off on all sides. It would have been an ideal place to put a cemetery up on a high point along the road, and this definitely drops off. And it looks like I'm standing on an old roadbed, walking down an old roadbed now. This is my strongest possibility of the location of Poynter. But now I can tell you, it's not near the water. The water is off in that direction and off in that direction. Good branch and sand branch. This is my #1 pick, and it's about where I had my waypoint. Just looks so much like an old road right here coming up through here, which could be an old logging road too. But, and then it almost looks like it had a alternate turnaround lane right there. But that old roadbed is very prominent down through there. And it goes down and connects to the roadbed that I walked in here on. So, who knows? I'm gonna walk down a little further. But yeah, it's going right back down to the forestry road that I walked in on. That's my pick. That's my pick for the old location of Poynter, which had to have been moved for future plans. If you come on down through here, you will see there's the road that I came in on, and it's going right down there and joining in with it. Hard to read. Nearly 50 years worth of history in the woods. Last location, I found an old clay jar with a lead lid. It's broken. That was up there in the area that I last visited. My favorite choice for the original location of Poynter. When they moved Poynter Cemetery in 1973, it's really unknowing when the last burial would have even taken place there. The last burial could have been in the early 1900s or late 1800s. Probably late 1800s at the most, because there were no stones, all field stones, no grave markers at all. And trying to locate one is very difficult because the forest doesn't give up her secrets very easily. One thing's for sure about the original location of Poynter: it sure beat the heck out of Rest Haven and Corbin.